So this is just a quick run through a deck and showing you all the possibilities of everything you could do. The link monsters are all up to you. You can change the deck to what you like, but this is the way I run it. I'm still looking for cards, but I'm a little low on funds, so you know it's hard being a parent. So I have to, my kids come first and bills and everything else. But slowly, with any extra little money I get, I update my Constellar deck. So this is my focused and my main core deck. I love the blue eyes, but it fails in comparison. It is beast though. So you know you got Caius up to twice per turn. You can rank up a Constellar. If you're watching this video, you should know what it does by now. You can rank up a Constellar one rank up or decrease it by one. And you can do that twice per turn. You normal summon Palux. It gives you an additional normal summon. Aljetti, she gives you, when she's normal summon, you could do special summon. And Sombre, when it's normal summon and you have at least 2 Constellars in your graveyard, you can remove one from play and bring the other one to your hand, and then you can do an additional normal summon. So you can normal, let's say you have these 3 or even just these 2 and this. You can normal, which allows you to normal summon this, and this allows you to special summon, so you can special summon another one. Then you can do so much. I'm going to show you in a little bit, but this is the core I run. So after the deck profile, I'm gonna show you everything I can do. Thinking about bumping this down to 1 to 2, but I run 3 ghost ships since the whole deck is light. You can just remove one from play and special summon. And if it's in the graveyard, you can just do so much. And like you're already, from what I'm showing you, link wise, you can just go off with the new format. 1 honest. Think about taking out 1 for another honest. For hand trap, but you could also put those new ones, those new hand traps that you discard them and you negate a magic or something. I forgot their names. And summon a monk. You just chuck a magic that's useless, or if you need a more of a monster presence. Let's say you have 2 Constellars in your graveyard. You summon this monk. You can chuck a magic, search out Sombre. You know Sombre's effects go off so far, and you have at least 3 monsters on the field always. Bare minimum 2. That's all the monsters. Magics, 3 star charts. When a Constellar monster is XYZ summon, you draw a card. 3 fire formation Tenkeys. I got 2 commons. I'm trying to get all hollow. Reinforcement of the army. 1 limited removals at 1. 2 stoic challenge, because this is an OTK by itself. You can overlay, keep overlaying until you have Gaia Charger or anything that pierces, or even if they have it in attack mode, and then you equipped it, and any difference in attack between the monster this is attached to, which has to be a XYZ monster, and theirs is doubled. You can do so much. Like, this card is so broken. And then I run 2 XYZ bursts. You can just, let's say you summon Pleiades first turn. They have no response. They really can't do nothing. You rank up to M7, which is a level 7 rank monster. And then that's all this requires. If you control a rank 6 or higher XYZ monster, destroy all set cards on your opponent's side of the field. So if he has a monster set and a full back row, and he has no response to what you do, play XYZ burst, which nobody plays this, but I do. So, and it's a heart piece fighter with us, so you're destroying all his back row and you're destroying his set monster all in one. But your requirement is you need a rank 6 monster. 2 forbidden dress. You can do so much with this too as well. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put one aside for the combo. I run, because when I had 2 star charts, I mean soul charge, 2 soul charge. You can special summon as many monsters from your graveyard as you want, at the cost of 1,000, but you cannot conduct your battle phase, which you're only setting up. That's all you're doing with this card for next turn. So if you could lock, you have to lock them. One Regeki I just picked up from a box. One Monster Reborn. Definitely want to take this out, but for now I'm leaving it in. Tempest. If you have two Constellar monsters, the XYZ monsters, you detach all materials from them, and your opponent's life points gets deducted by half. So it goes from 8 to 4. But its other effect is on your standby phase. If you have, like, let's say you summon Pallades, you play this, you end turn, you bounce his card, you bounce your card. On your turn, you bounce another card. You could just send, pretty much you're reattaching the XYZ material in the graveyard, the Constellar monster, to Pallades. So you can use this effect again. And then the only 3 traps, Roy the Cree, because I hate back row, so you draw this often. Especially if you have to draw power and you go first. You just set the Cree and activate, and their traps are done. Now for my monster line, my extra lineup, I run 2 Pallades. It's any 2 level 5 light monsters. Once per turn, you can, on either player's turn, you can detach a material, bounce a card. I love this card. It stops so many things. Then you just rank up for M7, like I said with the other combo. And this actually, if you rank it up, you can't use this effect. But if you summon it on his own terms, you can detach and return any monster on the field or in the graveyard to the hand. One Paracep, or whatever it's called. You can use this in combination with Dress. They try to destroy it, you play Dress, it gets deducted by 600, so it becomes 18 hitter. But its effect, if it attacks or is attacked during damage calculation, you can detach a material and increase any Constellar monster by 1,000. So he'll get decreased to 18, but you can use his own effect if he's getting attacked to make him 28, and so forth. And 1 Omega, you can detach a material, and all your Constellar monsters are unaffected by magic and traps. Now the non-Constellar monsters, I run 1 Dark Rebellious Dragon. You could do so many things. You detach both materials and decrease your opponent. Target one of your opponent's monsters, his attack gets cut in half, and that difference gets added to his attack. 1 Zenmayo, detach, pop 2 cards, 2 set cards. Valkysaurus, detach, pop a monster. It can attack, but you can always, after you use this effect, you pop their monster and you rank up to Gaia Charger. Then you can attack, and it also pierces. And you can put this on top of any rank 5 or higher. 1 Shark, you can detach, target a monster you control, and it can attack twice. Then for the links, the main card I run is Underclock Taker. There's any 2 effect monsters, and once per turn you can target 1 face-up monster this card points to, and 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. The target loses attack equal to the target that, you chose. So you can select one of their monsters, and whatever monster you're putting in this under this card, link to it, and it loses your attack. I'm thinking about taking this out. You can run whatever link monsters you want, but for the first half, you need any link monster that requires 2. Once you got that, you can do everything else that you want. You can have whatever link cards you want to put in the deck, whatever way you want to take it. You don't have to follow this. You can follow your way. I won 1 Time Gazer, Tri-Gate Wizard, sorry. Then 1 Decal Talker, and I just picked up again 1 Bomber Dragon, which is 4, but you can bring it out even 1 turn, first turn. So let me show you. I'm gonna show you a bunch of different possibilities. It's all up to what you want to play at the time whatever is needed at the time, and so forth. So even just opening up first hand, let's say this is your hand. You're gonna normal, which is allows you to an additional normal unless you special summon. On the cards. Hold on. Then what you're gonna do, like I said, you need the link 2. So you're gonna send these two. It must be these two. You're sending to the graveyard to link summon. Clock Talker. It counts as a 2. So let's say you send those. Then you're gonna activate Sombre's effect. You can remove from play to bring to your hand. Then its own effect lets you normal summon. You're normal summoning again. If you have another card, let's say by chance you have Kaios, you can normal summon him as well, special summon him. Now you already have a link 2, and you can go to a 3, a 4, or a 5, depending on what you want to bring out. So let's say you go first and you want to lock them with the new monsters effect. You can, yet again, you can send these, let's say these 4. So that way you use this effect again. You're sending, because it requires, this is a link 2. We'll make it 3 and a 4. And you could bring out Bomber Dragon. It's pretty much a dark hole, so if they special summon any monster attached to a link card, it dark holes the whole field. And even if you have Soul Charge or something, you can Soul Charge, and whoever you want to save, you can save from there and just bring out more monsters. But you don't want to, because anything, like you said, you special summon to it, it's gonna fuck it up. But you're gonna dark hole and it's gonna blow up the whole entire field. You could do that. You can even go back a turn. There's so many things. That's one thing you can do. Let's say, like I said, priority. You have this going back. You have these. You can do so many things. You can. That's first turn. Like if they have a monster on the field, you can activate effect, rank up, go to a 5 since it allows you to special summon one other monster. Let's say they have one monster. You can either summon Pallades and bounce that monster, and they'll be taking 25, 35, 40, 50, 50,000, 5,000, and 50. Or you can go with Shark. Uses effect, decrease that monster's attack by Shark's attack. Use Shark's effect, detach, select itself, it can attack twice. You attack the monster, it's decreased by your attack. That's whatever, let's say it's 3,000, it's now 600. You're taking damage from that. Not even, let's say go back a little. You decrease them, let's say it's a Blue Eyes, it gets decreased by 3,000. It gets decreased by 2,400, so it has 600 left. And this monster can attack twice, because you used his effect to decrease it. You attack it, the difference is 400. Attacking twice, that's 48. Plus the 6. 6. Plus the 4, because there's a 4 difference. That's 5, 6. It's around a little over 6,000 damage. You see what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Even if it's a 4, you can even if you only have, if you want to leave it on as 4s, you can go to a 4 play. You can even go into this guy. Decrease, the same thing, decrease. He attacks. You can detach. He gets powered up by 1,000. That's more damage. You can even decrease them to where they're at 0 with Dark Rebellious Dragon. Because first, you'll activate Dark Rebellious Dragon. You detach both. You take half, you target their monster. Again, assuming, let's say it's a Blue Eyes. You take in half its attack. It becomes 15,000. And then, 1,500. And then you're increasing him by that difference that he lost. So he now becomes 4,000 attack. 4,000 attack, and he's 15. Then you're using his effect. Target that monster and decrease it by the 4,000. He's at 0. 4,000. 5. 6. 6,550. You see all the possibilities. You can also do that 5 play. You could go into... Where is it? You can go into Volcasaurus. Activate Volcasaurus effect. Detach. Pop his monster. He takes that difference. He can attack because you use his effect. But that's all fine. Like, if let's say it was the Blue Eyes. Sorry if I'm using that effect, cause that's I love the Blue Eyes by Dragon. So let's say you pop that Blue Eyes. He took 3,000 already. He can attack, but you rank him up. That's game, that's game. Because you already lost 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000. All the things you can do with this deck. Well, I hope you enjoy. This is LT Cruz with my Constellar deck. Link format. You can make whatever link cards you want. You don't necessarily have to run this. You can run any 2. You can run 3s. You can run 4s. You can run 5. Shit, I have 5 monsters on the field with one hand. It all depends on what you draw, because no matter what, you can draw a bad hand, you can draw a godly hand, and it's all up to fate and how you shuffle your damn cards. That is my Constellar deck link format update, and you can substitute cards. You don't like the way certain cards are in my deck, you can take them out, put whatever cards you want. This is how I run my deck. Hope you enjoy.